Hi, everyone. I'm Barry Stagner, and this is his channel Newsbreak. Iran's enriched uranium stockpile exceeded the 300-kilogram limit set by the nuclear deal on Monday, according to the Iranian Fars news agency. This constitutes a direct violation of the 2015 Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, the nuclear pact the world superpowers reached with Iran in 2015. An Iranian source told Fars on Monday that the International Atomic Energy Agency found that the enriched uranium exceeded the ceiling of 300 kilograms. We are aware of the media reports related to Iran's stockpile of low-enriched uranium, an International Atomic Energy Agency spokesman said, and this being according to Reuters. They also went on to say, our inspectors are on the ground and they will report to headquarters as soon as the low-enriched uranium stockpile has been verified. We told the Europeans that if more practical, more thorough, and complete steps were taken, the measures taken to reduce Iran's commitments could be reversed. Otherwise, we will continue, Iran's foreign ministry spokesperson Saeed Abbas Mousavi said in response to the announcement. Earlier, Iran's ambassador and permanent representative to the United Nations, Majid Takhravanchi, said that, quote, if nothing happens in the next 10 days, end quote, Iran would start the second phase of increasing its stockpile of enriched uranium to an amount higher than the amount before the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action nuclear deal was implemented in 2015, according to Fars. Ravanchi added that Iran has announced the elements of the second phase for modifying its nuclear deal undertakings. In May, Iran set a 60-day ultimatum, which ends on July 16th, for remaining members of the nuclear deal to fulfill bank and oil commitments towards Iran, according to Fars. This opportunity will not be extended, according to Iranian authorities. The United States withdrew from the pact last year, under which Iran accepted curbs on its nuclear program in return for access to international trade. Iran has said it wants to abide by the agreement, but cannot do so indefinitely, as new U.S. sanctions mean it is receiving none of the benefits. Our sanctions do not give Iran the right to accelerate its nuclear program, U.S. Envoy Hook said in an interview before talks with European officials. It can never get near a nuclear bomb. We are looking very closely at that, so it doesn't get below the one-year nuclear breakout time. EU leaders meeting in Brussels remain divided over who should get the EU's top jobs, and talks have been suspended until next Tuesday. They are arguing mainly over successor to Commission President Jean-Claude Juncker. They had hoped to get a deal on Saturday night, but diplomats say Summit Chair Donald Tusk proposed Dutch center-left politician Frans Timmermans to succeed Mr. Juncker. Center-right Bulgarian Kristalina Georgieva would replace Mr. Tusk. Late on Sunday, the summit was suspended so that Mr. Tusk could hold bilateral talks, seeking a breakthrough. Talks then resumed over breakfast on Monday, but were later suspended until Tuesday. Both German Chancellor Angela Merkel and French President Emmanuel Macron said choosing the candidates was now more complicated because the May European elections had ended the traditional center-left and center-right dominance of EU politics. When you have not just two partners, but three or four, the issue is not clearly defined, Merkel told reporters, admitting that the disagreement looks bad, but a compromise could be found. Historically, it's immaterial if this takes a bit longer. Macron told reporters, we must learn from this setback. We're projecting an image of Europe which isn't serious, and we need better preparation for these meetings. Well, we do know in the last days that from a revived some form of Roman Empire, there will rise one who leads the world into deception known as the Beast of Revelation. This gives us today's reminder to keep looking up.